Forbes, Forbes seem to be as a league. So I think that's pretty dope. That Wilder's getting the recognition that he, so richly deserves for basically being a KO artist, providing us with highlight reels that we gonna look at, 20, 30, 40 years from now. So that's cool. And, I just want to say to Wilder, appreciate the hard work, the hard work and the dedication and the commitment to boxing that he's made. So that's cool, man. That's cool. And Wilder need to keep on pushing because, like I said, I want more than anything Wilder to go 51-0. Shit, at the end of the day, 52-0 if he can. But me myself, Teddy Atlas said Wilder is a young 34. Basically, he doesn't have much wear and tear. My thing is with Wilder, I think Wilder needs to fight as much as possible. I think Wilder needs to try to fight 3 times a year because he'll be fighting in February. So if he fights in February, he can take a fight in June. Okay. July, August, September. So that's 3 fights. And then if he wishes, depending on how much wear and tear is on him, shit, he might could squeeze another fight in at the end of December. If I was Wilder, I would seriously consider trying to fight like maybe 4 times next year, 3 at the most, because he definitely can squeeze 3 fights in for next year. If he can squeeze 3 or 4 fights in for next year, that gets him to 46-0, and then basically he's 5 fights away from breaking the record. So if Deontay Wilder can stay healthy, don't do no damage, don't suffer a setback somewhere in between, he could break that record by the time he's 36, 37. And become 51, 52-0 in heavyweight. Hopefully, and he says he's gonna fight for like maybe 5 more years. But I want Deontay Wilder, I want Deontay Wilder to break that record more than anything. Larry Holmes, I think, was 1 or 2 fights away from breaking that record. And he made that comment about Rocky Marciano couldn't hold his jockstrap. And then they made sure Larry Holmes never, pretty much won a championship fight again. Because I felt the Michael Spinks fight, the first fight was close, but Larry Holmes clearly won the second fight. Larry Holmes clearly beat Michael Spinks in the second fight. Wasn't a shadow of a doubt that Larry Holmes won that second fight. That was one of the last fights that they had that was like 15 rounds, but Larry Holmes clearly won that fight and he was robbed. He hurt Michael Spinks, and they didn't want Larry Holmes to win that fight. And that's stupid because they stole a fight from a dude basically because of some comments that he made. And it just goes to show you how judges and certain people react, to a situation. So, as far as Wilder go, I want Wilder to get that fight. Now, as far as Anthony Joshua and Ruiz go, I'm just preparing myself for anything. I'm just preparing myself for anything because you don't know what's going to happen on Saturday. You don't know what's going to happen with the judges. You don't know what's going to happen with Andy Ruiz, because basically referee that's basically so it could be some questions. What's up? It could come into play like how this fight is officiated. I think Andy Ruiz needs to repeat what he did in the first fight, which don't put it in the judge's hands. Go in there and try to get Joshua out of there. I don't think he can win this fight, if it goes to the cards, because he was winning the fight going away the first time, and I think on 2 of the scorecards they had Anthony Joshua ahead. And I'm better now, man. They hit me with the stomach. They hit me with the stomach pumps, but I'm better now. A couple of ginger ale, some Theraflu. Brother bounced back. So stomach was hurting like a motherfucker, but I'm back now. So I'm good. But yeah, man. I'm gonna watch Saturday very closely, take notes. I gotta figure out what time this fight coming on because of the time frame. Yeah, I'll catch the next one. Yeah, well, Ruiz is gonna have to knock AJ out. Period. I'm not leaving a fight like that to go to the judges. Anything concerning Eddie Hearn. Okay, Alexander. I'll just tune in around 3. Get my shit, revved up around 3, so I can watch it. Cause like I said, them time frames is overseas is just out of this world. So basically, let me see. If it's 3:45, I think Saudi Arabia got like a 12-hour time difference. This fight may be like at 3 in the morning. Something like that. So this fight is actually going to be on a Sunday. Well, if you think Wilder's number 1, you ain't not going to get no argument from me. Well, what is there to argue about it? I don't have no problem if you think Wilder's number 1. Because like I said, where does it say we have to say Canelo is number 1? Why? Because people that look like Canelo say he number 1? Since when did we take orders from them? Since when do we have to agree with what they say about, I think Canelo is number 1? Well, that's your damn opinion. Doesn't mean we agree with it. But Forbes have Deontay Wilder is number 1. But I'm just hoping Saturday that Andy Ruiz win that fight. Wilder should drop weight. For what? Wilder needs to stay where he is and make history. Yeah, exactly. Canelo took a backseat to MMA. I would have never let MMA punk me. That was all you needed to know about Canelo, because you think Deontay Wilder would have took a backseat to MMA, he would have told Dana White to go to hell. And I would have told Dana White to go to hell. He literally had to sit up there and wait till the fight was over so he could fight. Some places didn't start till that fight didn't start till 1. That was pathetic. That's gonna be on AJ. Yeah, he was sitting, he was basically sitting on the couch waiting for the UFC to end. I would have told Dana White, we ain't taking a back seat to you. So that just goes to show you that Canelo don't got the clout that he say he got. And then as far as the overall fight itself, we basically stayed up late and waited to watch a fight where the end results was already predetermined. Which that was a disgrace. We had to sit up there and basically wait all this time, 10 p.m. my time, 12 a.m. like in the Midwest, and then 1 a.m. like in the East Coast to watch a fight where the outcome was predetermined. Disgraceful. And yeah, I'm on that. I'm gonna pay close attention to this fight because that could also happen. Let's just say Anthony Joshua drops Andy Ruiz. You might see the referee pull the trigger quick. Well, I never believed that Canelo had these standout numbers. This was something that Oscar De La Hoya put out. Because we still haven't officially seen the real numbers, what's the true numbers for both fights with Triple G. So we don't know what type of numbers that Canelo was doing, to be honest with you. We don't know. We don't know, period, what type of numbers that Canelo was doing. Because like I said, Canelo is tied to so much crooked shit till it ain't even funny. And then he gave up that fake belt that he won at super middleweight. Well, first of all, Saudi Arabia got a lot of issues going on outside of boxing anyway. They policies, they got issues. They got, which I knew about that in the first place, that Saudi Arabia got like legal slavery out there. They got legalized slavery, but they call it something else. 7-8 talked about it. Yeah, that's true. I know a lot of Mexicans that don't even know who Canelo is. And the funny part about it is, I know a lot of Mexicans that don't even like Canelo. They can't stand him. I mean, Canelo ain't got the full support of the Mexican community like they make it out to be. Because one, a lot of people don't like Oscar. Well, I mean, Canelo paid for that light heavyweight championship. Sergey Kovalev made life-changing money. He made like $12 million. So now he can pay off those chicks that accused him of attacking him. And then, from my knowledge, Top Rank is going to get a decent amount. And so is Main Events. When it's all said and done, Sergey Kovalev probably going to have, after taxes, he probably gonna walk away. He probably gonna walk away with probably like maybe $4 million, which that's cool for him. Yeah, I didn't even acknowledge that Chick-fil-A belt that he won at super middleweight, because that's pretty much what it was. That's exactly what it was. It was a fake-ass Chick-fil-A belt that nobody really acknowledged except Oscar De La Hoya and some of Canelo's fans. because it wasn't even a real belt. Because Canelo, it's only so much circumventing that he gonna be able to do. Because at the end of the day, he talking about that he gonna continue to campaign at light heavyweight. Well, like I said before, I don't know who the hell I don't know who the hell he think he could beat at light heavyweight. He has no chance against Artur Beterbiev. When I say he has no chance against Beterbiev. And he's not gonna be able to buy Beterbiev WBC and his IBF belt. Has no chance. And as far as Kovalev saying that he want a rematch, at this point, it ain't even no reason to take anything that Kovalev say serious, because, yeah, well, of course he's not gonna fight anybody else at 175. To be honest with you, I don't even think Canelo could beat Buslik. Even though Buslik got stopped by Beterbiev, I don't think he could beat none of those dudes. He really couldn't beat Sergey Kovalev. He had a hard time getting under Sergey Kovalev's jab. Sergey Kovalev kept him at bay most of the fight with just his jab. And like I said before, had Kovalev actually been allowed to fight and had used his right hand, like I said, he would have got rid of Canelo within 5 rounds. Sergey Kovalev would have stopped Canelo if it was an actual fight. I'm just keeping it 100. It ain't no way that, like I said, it's no way that Sergey Kovalev is going to get me sucked into thinking that I'm going to believe that a second fight between him and Canelo is going to be legit when you already didn't prove that you willing to take a dive in the first fight. He going to go in there and probably do the same fucking thing, lie down again. Yeah, I'm real good on Kovalev. I'm super good.